Hey, welcome again to another episode of Shenanigans Podcast with your host, me, Sharita. Hey, what's going on? It has been a while. A lot of sad stuff happened, but I'm feeling thankful. We lost Two-Face. He was my dog of 12 years. He was 12 years old, and we had him for the whole 12 years, 2012. And he passed away October 3rd of cancer of the jawbone. And it was really, really, really sad and everything. I cried like a baby because he was my baby. He was my protector. He watched over my kids every time I deployed or went on a mission, went to the field or whatever. So he did his job. And I'm going to miss him a lot. And then shout out to Adobe Animal Clinic because they were the ones that took care of everything. They took care of his cremation. They gave us a beautiful urn for him. So I have him at home in his beautiful urn. He's in his nice little cubby, and I saw he's still a part of the household and everything. So thank you so much to the staff at Adobe Animal Clinic for taking care of Two-Face. Treated him and the family with so much respect. They stayed open after hours for us because they let my son drive from campus to come and say his goodbyes. So I really, 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 really am appreciative of that. So again, thank you, Adobe Animal Clinic, for that. So if you have pets, you need care for them, Adobe Animal Clinic, right there on Lee Trevino. And then that's why one of the reasons why you haven't heard from the podcast, why I haven't done any episodes and everything like that. But I'm gonna go straight from talking sad to talking shit. Let's talk about that Chuco Comedy Festival. The Chuco Town Comedy Festival. You know, they asked me to be a part of it, and I thought that was sincere for them to ask me to be a part of something that was going to be monumental in El Paso and everything like that. I did 6 shows for them and didn't get paid. And a lot of people would be like, well, you don't get paid for comedy festivals. And I was like, are you sure? Because some people do get paid. And most people are like, well, no, it's mostly like the headliners get paid. And I get that. If you're a headliner, you're supposed to get paid regardless of what show you do, especially if you're asked to do time, right? But the thing is, with this thing, they were just like, oh, well, we need you. So I'm like, all right. And then when I asked, am I going to get paid? And I was told yes. That was important. So it's like the fact that you didn't pay me, but some people did get paid. It's fucking trash. It's fucking garbage, you know. So and then you think that next year is gonna be like phantasmal and epic and shit like that, and it may be, but you don't want to start burning down your bridges. You got to pay your talent. Now, again, I didn't sign up for it. You asked me to come and do the shows that you put me on, so it's rightfully so that you pay your talent. Okay, and I'm not saying that you got to pay big bucks. You pay what you can, especially if you're starting out, you know. And a lot of you know I'm a producer. We got the Shenanigans Productions, right? We put on shows. And shout out to the Rad Comedy showcase that we do. The Rad Comedy Series, right? So the Rad Comedy Series, it's a bi-monthly series. Not bi-monthly, but it's every other month. The way we have it set up is every other month. And it's for features and headliners only. That's all we're booking on it, is features and headliners. One, because we know that you can do the time, right? Hi, Domingo. And 2, we have no problem paying you because we get paid the same night from the venue, so you get paid the next day, right? Because the check clears, which it always does, and once the check clears, I send you your money. You tell me your Cash App, your Venmo, or whatever fancy doohickey you got, Zelle, we got that, okay? Yes, Domingo, you should definitely be able to do the open mic. And it's unfortunate that you and Dan the Man didn't get put onto the comedy festival. Bring what you want. Well, I don't know what you bring in. Like, bring your talent, bring your A game, bring your personality, bring your enthusiasm, and most importantly, bring your love of comedy, because that's what we need. Because the jokers that are on stage right now doing open mics, they're just up there. There's no feeling, there's no enthusiasm. It's like they don't even care what comedy is about. And it's just like, all right, dude, you've been telling this same joke for 2 years and not getting any laughs. When are you going to stop telling that particular joke? Tell another joke, right? Right. And they're lazy. You are the best heckler, Domingo. We love you for that, because it comes in handy. And it keeps comedians on their toes when they're getting heckled and they don't know how to respond to it. And now, you shouldn't heckle everybody all the time, every time. Once in a while, a sprinkle of heckling is perfect, right? Just a sprinkle of heckling. But comics, write, and write some more. And I think you're supposed to do it from your head. You're not supposed to come up there. Okay, and at an open mic, you can't come up there with your notes, because if you're practicing a brand new joke for the first time, I get that. But after like the 10th, 15th time, it should be from your head. It should be automatic. It should be spontaneously. So yes, you do try your best, but other words, no. But that's all jokes are. It's about current events. It's about what's relevant, what's relatable, okay? What is happening in your life. You did it on Friday? Well, I'm not in El Paso right now, so congratulations. I will catch you eventually, and can't wait to see what you come up with, because I think you do jokes differently each time, right? And you're getting better. Like, but stop screaming in the microphone. We can hear you. Just bring it down a notch. Bring it down a notch. I'm in California right now. I'm here for military training, as always. And they always call me at the last second. They're like, hey, we have nobody to teach this class. Are you available? And because I'm a sucker for money, I always say yes. You can't. You can't what? That's my style. Well, as long as you have a style. But the thing about it, oh, okay. That's your style, but you have to understand something about the microphone. The equipment is sensitive. You don't want to blow out the speaker, right? You can do it to where if you move the microphone away and then do it, because you do have a high pitched voice. So if you're gonna talk that loud at that octave, bring the microphone away from your face. Then bring it down some, okay? So if you're gonna talk, instead of having a microphone up here, bring it down. If that's what you're gonna do. Well, we know your loud voice is natural, but bring it away from the microphone, because again, it doesn't translate well. You have to know your equipment when you're on stage, all right? Whether the microphone is cordless or with the cord, and because the speakers from where the audience is, I always ended up with a heckle like we want. Yes, but if you don't scream into the microphone, because people's ears are sensitive, and then the jokes don't translate because they're covering their ears because it's too loud or whatever. You're triggering people and everything like that. So again, yeah, that was my talk shit segment. If you are going to have talent on your show, pay your talent, especially if they are worth it. Pay your talent. And then you paid some people. And then what I did the professional thing. I was like, what do you mean? I said, so did everybody get paid that was supposed to get paid? And then I got I messaged you privately. Anytime somebody has to message you privately, you know it's going to be some bullshit. And then they want to keep it under wraps, and then they want to, give you a professional answer, but it's not a professional answer. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of bullshit. I have more respect for you if you tell me, well, we wanted you to be on the show, but we don't want to pay you. Because regardless of what you're going to tell me, I'm going to react, right? I'm going to react. And I'm going to decide if I want to work with you. not the other way around. I decide if I want to work with you, okay? And then people have problems with my pricing. Listen, hosting is an extremely hard job to do. Most people say they got it down pat. They got, hosting. They talk about, well, why are you feeding for a hosting position and the hosting is only 10 minutes? It's not 10 minutes. The host carries the show. The host saves the show. The host regulates the show, changes the tempo, keeps the atmosphere going, lets the crowd know what's going on, keeps the crowd engaged, brings the crowd back. Because if you up there and you bombing for 10, 15, 25 minutes and the host got to go up there, and what do we got to do? We got to bring them back. We got to talk shit. We got to, we might have to roast you a little bit. We got to get the crowd back on our side because, again, what did they do? They paid money. They paid money to come see you, and you up there with the bullshit, So, no, I charge my prices, and I think my prices are fair, especially coming up on my 9th year, and then I finally have merch. And thank you so much. If you bought merch for me, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have 5 shirts left to sell. 5 shirts left to sell, okay? And I am eternally grateful. And guess what? They're like 4 mediums and 1 small. 1 small. People probably don't even wear small no more. So come on with it. And then when I get back to El Paso, I gotta put another order in. It's cold outside, so we're gonna get the long sleeves going. I'm even thinking about putting some hoodies up in there. I'm gonna order 1 hoodie, right? And I'm gonna wear it because that's gonna be for me. And I'm going to wear it around town to see what happens. So if you see me with a hoodie on, and you can approach me like, yo, where'd you get that? That's shenanigans, baby. I got you, right? I got you. So, yeah, and I'm humble. I promise you I'm humble. In life, you have to be, because when you're not humble, doors start closing. And then it becomes harder for you to succeed in what you're trying to do, and all I do is tell jokes for a living, and I'm not full-time with it because, well, no, scratch that. I am full-time with it, but what it is I don't make enough to go out and do these shows. I get asked to do a show, and I apologize if you've asked me to do a show and I said yes and then I had to cancel. It's because logistically I couldn't make it. If I said yes, I was like, yeah, I got it. At the time I said yes, there was money in the bank account to afford the drive. There was money in the bank account to afford the hotel room if the hotel was going to be involved. And some of y'all know I'll just spend the night in the back of the van. I'm good. I'll park somewhere hopefully safe, and I can sit in the back of the van. Or sometimes I don't even sleep because the insomnia. So after the show, I just get back on the road. So what? I can drive 12 hours one way, go where I got to go, and I'm good. I'll get my sleep on the end. But I'm smart. I will take a break if I need to take a break. I'll pull over in a rest stop or whatever. But I watch too many horror movies, so they be like messing with your girl, because that's the last thing I need to do is be like, comedian was killed at a rest stop because somebody thought her joke was not funny, or whatever the case may be. Stephen King read it up, but he did Mile 81. Read that. That was about a rest stop. And rest stops are hard for me, And then we all know all hotels ain't great hotels. There's so many movies about hotels, right? Motels, whatever, Holiday Inn, hey, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, what? So yeah, so please continue to book your girl. I will figure out the logistics. Like I said, money be tight, and then I got a kid in college. Money be tight, okay. And then I know y'all pockets is hurting. If my pockets are hurting as a stand-up comedian, I know your pockets are hurting as an upstanding citizen. Everybody's an upstanding citizen, right? Because times is expensive. People say times are hard. It's not hard. It's expensive. Because the 1 minute you think you got it under control, you good, then the next minute you looking at these bills like, which one am I going to pay today? Or this month? Or this week? And then holidays be coming around the corner. And I know we already rationing out, right? We rationing out for Thanksgiving. So we might not be able to do 2 meats. We might be able to do 1 meat, 2 sides. And instead of like 5 different desserts, it might be 1 dessert. Okay, 2 if you count ice cream. So 1 cake is either gonna be cake pie and pick 1 flavor ice cream. Okay? And we can't do them all. Can't do them all. And then after Thanksgiving is Christmas, and we got a penny pinch for Christmas, right? Because we got a Christmas list. If you gave me your Christmas list in time, you're gonna get a gift. If you did not, try again next year. That's why I asked early. I asked in July for the Christmas list. So if you gave me your Christmas list in July, you get a Christmas gift in I was gonna say in December. Oh yeah, December. Yeah, I was gonna say October. October's the best month ever because it's my birthday month. But I had a great birthday, so that was what's up. Your girl was like, listen. Your girl was getting shots left and right, some happy birthday shots, and I was like, happy birthday. Wait, it's my birthday. Happy birthday anyway. So listen, I got towed up, but the problem was I didn't get drunk. I was taking shots. I was getting flaming Dr. Peppers, but I think I did it wrong. And there's a video on that. I gotta figure out how to put the video on here. But if this is the podcast, you can only listen to how the night went. Yeah. But this podcast is on YouTube, so I'm gonna start making YouTube videos for the people that watch the podcast on YouTube. All right. Because Facebook, I use it to record, and then I upload it to all the podcast channels. Yeah, we on all the podcast channels. Alexa, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Podcast something. Google, I don't know why Google Podcasts went away, but they went away. So we're not on Google Podcasts anymore, but nobody is. Okay? So wherever you hear your podcast from, thank you for rocking with your girl and listening to the podcast. Ever so grateful. Hey, Stacy, what's up, girl? You finally caught a podcast episode? Look, this is what we do. We help you here, just talking about the good life. And life is good, okay? So like I said, if you sent me your Christmas list in July, you're going to get your Christmas gift in December. Some people are. My daughter asked for a violin. She might get a picture of a violin. Music appreciation. Yes. So that's what we're talking about. But yo, and also, so like I said, times are hard. So, and then also because of the weather, I don't like traveling in the weather. So if you have snow in your area, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Yeah, I don't have 4-wheel drive. I have a minivan. It's not gonna make it. Okay. So I was supposed to be in Port Aransas this weekend. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I couldn't afford the gas. And then not only that, I ended up having to come to work. I'm still in the Army, girl. Can you believe it? Still in the Army. This is my barracks room. It is what it is. It is what it is. Loving it. Okay, good. All right, so yeah. So look, I don't know what to say. So the Army got a new policy, right? They over here talking about, like, if you in the military, if it's your personal or if it's pet. I was like, well, how many? All social media is personal. So they was like, yo, you can't be over here posting on social media. Like, you gotta, like, outside. It was gray area. It was like, you can post, but you can't post. You can say something, but you can't say stuff. And I was like, you gotta pick a struggle. Like, which one do you want us to do? Do you want us to post or not post, right? So they was like, well, don't post in your uniform. And I was like, too easy, baby, because I don't like being in anything anyways. It's uncomfortable after a while. Okay? Because we in our uniform for like, what, 16, 18, 25 hours? And, yeah. Right? So your girl got extended, right? They dangled the carrot in front of me. They was like, yo, you want to get promoted? And I was like, eh, why not? Let's try for it. It's like, if you want to get promoted, you got to extend your contract out 1 more year. So technically, I was supposed to retire and get out 2026. So they extended me 1 more year. I'm into 2027. It's not really a big deal, but it's like, it's only 2024. Well, technically, fiscal year is 2025 in Army terms, right? So it's 2025, 2026, 2027. Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I'm crying on the inside because my old ass can't, I can't do a lot of the stuff anymore. Like walk. Do you know how hard it is to walk now? I got muscle spasms in my hamstrings walking up a hill today. I was going to the defect to eat. Yeah. Can't walk. So I don't know how I'm going to do these last 4 years. But I'm going to figure it out though. And then what did I want to tell y'all? I wanted to tell y'all something. Butter. Oh, okay. So, topic. Let me know in the comments. Because you can send fan mail on the podcast now. So, send your fan mail. I'll read it. And I'll pick something out of it. And we'll do a topic about it. So, boom. Check it, right? How would you feel if you knew a stand-up comedian? You knew them personally, right? And you told them a situation or story about you. And then y'all laughed about it, right? And then you find out. Now, you don't go to the shows. You don't, for whatever reason. But you know this person. It's a stand-up comedian. They tell jokes. You think they're hilarious and funny, right? But you, for some reason, don't go to the shows. So, and one of y'all conversations, y'all sitting down, y'all having brunch or whatever. And, your friend tells you, hey, yo, like, I love our stories that you tell me because I go and I tell them on stage. Would you be upset? Now remember, you're only telling the details of the story. You're not telling names. You're not telling anything that is personally identifiable, right? You're not doing any of that. You're just saying, hey, like case in point. It's like, you got a foot fetish and it's so funny. So having a foot fetish is funny to some people. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, no, don't talk about foot fetishes. I forgot there's a lot of people. Like, look. I think it's funny because with the foot fetish, like, there was somebody that was trying to sell feet pics, but they were told that their feet was, like, not feet pic worthy. And they was, like, hurt. And I was like, well, fix your feet. I don't know. Like, they got a foot spot for that, right? Shave them shits down. Do something. Remold them. I don't know. Get a foot operation. Do something. And then make your feet worthy. Because there's girls over here on, like, I stay over there on the app that start with the T. Listen, them girls, them 3 or 4 girls is getting it. They telling people to drink Pedialyte. And my thing is this, like, you don't know how to, like, lubricate your body? Like, You don't know what works for you? That's crazy. They're giving, like, females tips on how to keep a man, like, satisfied. And I'm just like, if you need somebody to tell you how to do it, that means you didn't want to do it. And that sucks. But anyway, I got to hang out with some comedy friends today, and it was great. And, and then I got to hang out with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. He came through. My cousin is like a low-key hermit. He don't come out to nothing. And so for him to come out and see me here, because like I said, I'm in California for a little bit. Not to do comedy shows. I'm here on the military side. Because, y'all comments be clowning on people. They over there talking about, like, why would you go and do open mics in another city and call it a tour? I was like, I don't call it a tour. If I'm just doing open mics, I'm going out and hanging out with, and then I'm doing networking. Because, again, you're not always going to be put on a show, right? I think we talked about this before. You're not always going to be put on a show. But to go out and network and hang out with the comics, get to know them, and then see the city for what it is, because again, too, it's also like a pre-interview. Like, do I want to come out here and work? Do I want to come out and see the city? And because a lot of comments will go out and be like, oh, what's up, El Paso? What's up, San Bernardino Valley? Or whatever. And then be in the wrong city, calling out the wrong city name and shit. It's embarrassing, But I like to sightsee regardless. And y'all know me, I like to travel. I travel a lot for work because it's free. That's the best way to do it when it's free. I promise you. Because I don't want to spend money traveling. It's expensive. Shout out to Southwest. Y'all gonna bring back the pick your own seats? Because I low-key, I like the exit window seat. Not because I'm going to be first off the plane. I'm not going to be first off the plane. I'm supposed to actually help you get off the plane and be last. But I like it because that leg room, and when I be drooling, people move away. Listen, the best sleep I get is when I'm on the plane. So maybe I shouldn't sit in that seat because I might not wake up. Because like I said, that sleep be everything. Anybody else feel like that? No? I know there's some people that don't sleep on a plane, and then they got that stupid ass challenge where y'all sitting there raw dogging. How you raw dogging on a plane? Talk about we're just gonna sit here and just stare at the seat in front of us for the whole flight duration. Why? What do you get out of that? Don't be weird. Learn to read again. Write a poem to your mother or something. Be productive. Like, Wi-Fi's free. Watch a movie. I watched a movie on the flight out here. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, motherfuckers. I was like, what? So, yeah. But I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got really shit to talk about because I did have shit to talk about. But then I'm, like, hyped up because I just finished coming back from San Francisco. San Francisco is my spot. And next weekend, I'm going to be up there at the pier. So if you out in the pier, yo, come holler at your girl. And we do a live broadcast. I'm gonna get back on my weekly. I really am. Because I'm holding myself back. Y'all have been awesome downloading this podcast and listening to my madness and my drivel. And I greatly appreciate it. Because again, like I said, this podcast, for those that don't know, this podcast is basically, it's in the description. It's a comedian talking about the woes of being a comedian behind the scenes. Because sometimes shit don't be funny for us. And then sometimes shit be funny, but we can't tell you about it. And I'm like, why not? Why not? It ain't hurting nothing. It ain't hurting nobody. Because think about this. All the people that is getting in trouble in Hollywood, all the actors, musicians, I don't think any comedians are in like the hot water. I'm pretty sure they probably did visit certain places that we all finding out they're not supposed to visit, but they visited anyway. All of them have to be replaced, right? So isn't it our time now? All these new comedians, I'm on TikTok, but I don't know what to do on TikTok. I don't know what y'all want to see me do on TikTok. Reactions, movie reviews. My facial expressions be getting me in trouble. Maybe I'll do something with that. But some people are like, you need to do skits. So you want me to act? Because that's all TikTok is good for. You want me to act out something? I'll think about it. And I'll let you know. But until then, keep downloading the podcast. Spread the word. Love your mother, sister, cousin, brother, homies, and friends. And don't forget, 988 is the number to call when you're feeling not great. And love you.